All right. Hey, how's it, everybody? It is 5 p.m. West Coast time. I'm going to call it 2 p.m. Hawaii time. Let's see. What do I say next? 8 p.m. on that there East Coast and 7 p.m. for our Central Time folk. Okay. All right. I'm so excited to get to the pet parade that I just don't even know what I'm supposed to say, even though I say the same thing every time. All right, you guys. I am Med Statter. This is Chatter with Statter, and it looks like we've got a raid from Terry in Scotland. I believe he was doing American Truck Simulator today, but I'm not quite sure because I was busy putting together all of the pets. So let's see who is in the house. It looks like we've got Shock here letting us know what's happening today. And we've got Rick coming in. Hoping his picture isn't included. No worries, Rick. I don't think you're in any of those pet pics. And Terry came in with a party of 5. Katie's Aura, Pinnell writes things. Puzzy Cat probably didn't come in on the raid. I'll bet you he was here already because Kylo is going to be with him and ready. We get to meet Kylo today. And let's see here. DJ Smook, Gina Gamba, probably both came in on that there raid with Terry in Scotland, but I might be making that up. And let's see here. So Puzzy Cat, DJ Smook. We've got E-Music coming in on the YouTube side along with Lady Misty, who's coming in on the YouTube side. By the way, we've got some kitties and everything. Maybe we don't have kitties. I don't remember what we've got with Lady Misty. No, I don't think we've got kitties. We've got other stuff from Lady Misty. All right, so we've got people gathering on in for the pet parade. Before we get to the pet parade, we're going to laugh at something first. We're going to laugh at something first that Cola T gave to us. But before we even laugh at stuff that Cola... Okay, first we're going to learn how to say Picola T's name. Okay, and now that we've done that, before we watch what Picola T, see what Picola T sent us, we're just going to get the party started, okay? Okay, let's just do it. Okay, and it looks like Darlene came in as well. Good. Okay, guys, so, before we get into little ear scritches and all the cute things that are super cute, because they're all super cute. In fact, you guys, alright, here's the deal, y'all. When you guys sent me your pictures, a lot of you sent me more than one picture of your animal. And for the most part, I just showed all the pictures. A couple of pictures I didn't show that were sent because they were a little bit blurry, but the animals that were in that picture that was blurry, I made sure got shown in a different picture. But I have to admit, and I hold no grudges for those who sent multiple pictures of the same animal, because you're going to see multiple pictures of my same animals as well, because it's really hard to choose, okay? Because they're all so cute. And one thing I think we all can agree on, when they're sleeping is when they're the cutest, because it seems like I got a lot of pictures of little aminals going snoozely snooze. And there's a couple pictures in my collection too that are animals going snoozely snooze. So I don't know if I said hello to E-Music, but E-Music, good to see you. All right, so before we go into the snoozles and all the other cutles, I just wanted to show you this picture of crack seed that they're selling in Hawaii. And I have to say, whoever's behind this marketing was kind of brilliant. Most likely to suck seed. Li Hing lemon apricot, which actually the Li Hing lemon apricot, I've never heard of that flavor combo, but sign me the flying fork up, because I like apricot, I like the lemon, I like the lemon peel, I like the Li Hing. I think that I would be jamming on this. Most likely to suck seed. I would definitely suck the seed if that is the crack seed that you're going to be giving to me. And, right, Darlene, whoever thought of this was, a very brilliant marketer in my opinion. And you'll notice that, perhaps there is something to be said about the marketing for Hawaii. Hawaiians do like that there yellow, as noticed, of course, in the... Yes, that's right, the Vienna sausages that you get in Hawaii, not the ones you get on the mainland. And this was also another picture, of course, that that Pecola T sent. And so, most likely to suck seed. And there's Pecola T right there. Hi there, Pecola T. We're just talking about you and the pictures you sent. And thank you so much for resubbing for 34 months. Super stoked. I was just commenting on how this most likely to succeed branding is just brilliant. Whoever thought of that needs a promotion. And Terry in Scotland was saying that he pretty much likes any of the Li Hing stuff, and so because Li Hing mango is the bomb, it really is the bomb. And I know the funny thing is that crack seed looked kind of adult. Not gonna lie, Pecola T, I saw the label. I thought the joke was funny, but then when I said it out loud, I'm the most likely to succeed, I realized, oh my, oh, I didn't even cross my mind that it would mean that, but I was talking about candy, I thought. And so Mama Sean coming in too. So glad to see you, Mama Sean, coming in. And thank you for the hint. You entirely missed that. Yeah, I missed it till I said it out loud. And then when I said it out loud, I was like, well, I just told you the story. And Pecola T, you stopped dead in your tracks when you saw this in the grocery aisle, looked around for any keiki before leaning in for a closer look. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah. And Mama Sean, I don't know if you were here. This is the package that we're laughing about. The most likely to succeed. It's a crack seed packaging. Maybe it's even a brand. Not quite sure exactly. I guess it's maybe a brand. And brilliant marketing, but ma oh ma. All right, so we've been waiting for days for this day. We've got a lot of pictures to get through. In fact, pretty much the only thing that I did for this stream was pull up the pictures, and then the pictures that Pecola T gave us, because we've got a lot of pictures, and I figure something about the pets will get us on a track of whatever, be it what your pets eat, how they eat it, what you wish they didn't eat, what you wish they would eat, or maybe how cute their little peats are. We'll see. We'll see what we're going to be talking about. But before we talk about stuffuses, we're going to actually look at the kitties. And so our first parade of pets float is brought to us by Andre. Now, Andre's not here right now, so I'm going to have to tell you a little bit about Andre's pets. Andre has a kitty named Malta, and let's see here, hold on. I've got all this written out somewhere. Hold on, I need to find it now. Whoa, oh. Okay, I lied. I don't have it written out with Malta. Okay, well, either way, Andre, good you're here. Tell us about your kitties, because I wrote it all down and then I didn't save it or something. So, we've got Susie and Malta, and Malta, I think, is the black and orange, and Susie's the black and white. And then we've got Sabrina, and Sabrina is there. That's Susie and Malta, right? And I think that's Susie, and I think that's Susie, and that's Malta. I love that picture of Malta right there. But that's Sabrina. Let me see if I've got Sabrina's story. Okay. The first pictures of Sabrina, I was taking a class for construction, and we were building up a house from the ground up. And when the lunch truck came to the job, this little kitten came up and started started begging, I think. No other cats around, just her. She did well, and she was cute and pushy. I called my girlfriend at the time, and I said I had met a wonderful kitten at my work site and talked about her. And my girlfriend said, "Hey, you idiot, go back and get her." So I did, and she was still there and came with me very easy and lived a good life for 18 years. Now, there was an attached story for these two, Malta and Susie, as well, but I didn't save it to my thing. So let me see if I can go find it, because those are cute kitties. We can look at the kitties for a little while longer. Let's see if I can find it. Here we go. Okay, so the little tortoiseshell cat, says the beginning. Little tortoiseshell cat is Malta, and her tuxedo, and the tuxedo cat is Susie. They were wonderful cats and sisters. Malta was the more adventurous one of the two. She would come up to guests and say hello, when her sister Susie would be standoffish with strangers. But you could not find a more loving cat. She took care of her sister to the best of her ability and temperament. My mom got them because she had mom cat Sabrina's death and could not think of another cat in the house, and I was living with her. I decided to respect her wishes, but one day she was ready and went on a quest to get new cats. She brought these sisters home, and she fell in love with cats again. Susie would always check on her and sit with her when she got on her recliner to watch TV. My mom passed, and Sabrina missed her and would go to her chair, but she also took care of me and Malta and always would be by my side, making me laugh. I lost Susie. I got a week with her after I came back from a trip to Washington State. That's right. I'm glad she waited for me. She died in my arms with me and her sister by her side. It was 2 weeks later that I got the news that Malta was suffering from a bad heart failure, and I had to put her down because it would have been hard for her without her sister and really sick, and you didn't want her to suffer and be about that. I still miss them. So yeah, when you have to help the kittens go over the Rainbow Bridge, or even the any of your pet family, it is definitely a very painful decision. But, you know, that's what we sign up for when we get these lovely fur companions. Even though we deny it when we talk about our future pets and our pet futures, we always like to forget about the part where it ends. But we always know we're in for it, or at least we should. And yeah, exactly, Picola T. Somehow, you've got leaky eyes today. I can't imagine how your eyes are leaky. Terry, you like the cat with the tail wrapped around its feet, very dainty. I love it when cats do that. I feel like they're just so royal and just proper, which of course is exactly what cats are, royal and proper, as evidenced by their stances. I'm sure if given a teacup, they would drink with their pinky out, their pinky nail. That's what I think. All right, so those are Andre's Peetsy pets. Let's see here. So, let's go to, okay, a little bit sad, but you guys, do you want to see a really funny picture of a pet? This is one of my favorite pictures, and it's only one picture, but it's awesome. It's C. Honda's pet, Taro, and this was Taro's first look at himself in a selfie camera. Because you know how when you have a camera and you turn it around and you can see itself? The camera turned on and boom, the cat face was right there. And when he saw the cat face, he made that face. He was like, what? What is this? What is going on? Who is this cat in front of me? Am I this cat in front of me? How did I get in front of me? Am I still not me? Yes, he saw himself. And oh, whoops, hold on. Yeah, he saw himself. And I just think this is the flippin' cutest picture ever. Not to mention, I really love Taro because I think he's an Abyssinian. He looks like he's orange, but in other places, he's maybe more golden. And very little white on him. Like, he's not an orange tabby. His face has a tabby-esque look to it, but he's not a tabby. And he's just a very beautiful cat. Those huge ears. Gosh darn it, just look at that guy. Yeah, and the picture is just so flippin' cute. So, so we definitely have a cutie here, a cutie winner. I mean, actually, all the pets are cutie winners, but just for the pose and expression, that one to me was a good one. All right, now we've got Shock's Menagerie. I believe the red one was Coco. And here we've got Bird and Cat, and here we've got Floofy Tummy, and here we've got a clipped ear. And there's just a frog. I don't think that's a pet, but it was cute, so I kept it. And that's Ellie. And I think that's Coco Bird, I'm pretty sure. And there's Floofy Feets. And there's other Stretchy Pete's. And there's Cynical Kitty. And there's Travel Kitty. I think that's the one with the top. I think it's that one. I think it's the one with the notched ear. And Katie Zora, thank you so much for subscribing. Or Andre, thank you so much for giving Katie Zora that subscription. And that was Mr. Cat with the ear, not surprised. And you'll have to, you might notice that in a couple of my pictures, one of my cats has a clipped ear like that. And what those clipped ears mean is that they used to be a wild cat, a feral cat in a cat colony. And one day somebody trapped that cat, brought it to a shelter where it was then neutered. The ear was clipped to show that this cat has already been altered and there's no need to collect this cat again. And then the cat was returned to its colony. And the reason why they do that is because they found that if they just, well, they do that for a couple reasons. First off, some cats are just too feral to find homes for, and so they don't even try. But other times it is, it's a case of they return them because if you don't return them, just another feral Tom is going to come and take its place. And then the neutering that you didn't really do anything to affect the cat population that's going on within that colony. So there you go. So that is the little menagerie of our very own Shock. And I love the little floofy tummies, and I love the floofy feet. I love and that stupid bird, the red bird. Oh my gosh, guys, that is such vibrant red. And then the little white bird was just like, I have a cat friend and I'm not afraid. I love that one. That is just awesome. And right, exactly, Andre, the OG punk rock star cat, notched, yep, notched ear feral cat. Abso-flippin-lutely. Yeah. And speaking of ears on cats, I hypothesize. I have no proof for this. I have no real studies. But my footnotes and proof of my hypothesis are this, is that, well, first, this is my hypothesis. I think that a lot of cats, most cats, are right-handed or right-podded. Right-pod? Just like people. And the reason why I think that most cats are right-pod is because if you look at feral cats, it's usually their left ear that's all clawed up from fighting. And so when you're fighting face to face, the left ear gets the right paw. And so that is my hypothesis. I have no studies other than, I wonder why it's usually the left ear that's all messed up. And then one day I was like, hey, wait, I wonder if... And so that's what I think. That's what I think. And, yeah, tabbies are color patterns like calico, tortoiseshell, not breeds, for sure. Most cats, for the most part, they don't even bother with breed. They just call them an American short hair, an American long hair. Unless, of course, it is really those weird round-faced British short hair looking kitties. But yeah, and so I don't really care if they're a real breed or a full breed or a half breed, as long as they got whiskers and a personality. And let's see here. According to Terry in Scotland, about 3/4 of cats have a paw preference. Have a paw preference, with roughly equal numbers of cats favoring their left or right paws. The remaining 20% are more ambidextrous. Female cats are more likely to be right-pawed, while males are more likely to be left-pawed. Interesting. See, somebody's actually done scientific researches as opposed to my observational observations, and they come up with a very different conclusion. So you should probably take a real scientific person more seriously, but I still stand by my... They might be left-pawed, but they got a mean right hook. If they... Let's see here. British kitties sip tea from real teacups. Exactly. And, Lady Misty, you didn't know you need to send the stories for the thing. Most people did not, my friend, but the people who did, I was trying to like read the little blipperty blips. Most people didn't, so don't even worry about it. Right, Andre, perhaps it's just Washington State cats that are righties. That could be. Okay, so let's see here. Who we got? We got Shock. Oh yes, now we're going to the realm of real pets that belong to you, but also pets that you belong to. Because your pets don't have to be your own sometimes. I've got a couple pets in my pet parade that aren't my pets, technically. But Kenny, he is with that. Okay, now that is Kenny's legit kitty. The orange kitty was Hobbs, and I think we know how Kenny felt about Hobbs. And if you don't know how Kenny felt about Hobbs, let me just tell you right now, he loved Hobbs dearly. Hobbs was his boy. He found Hobbs when Hobbs was a very tiny kitten at a construction site, actually, if I remember correctly. Hey, Marmac, good to see you. We've got the pet parade in full swing. Right now, we're looking at Kenny from the Cove's pets, and the orange kitty would be Hobbs. And yes, Darlene, you've heard about Hobbs. Of course you have. And then the two doggies, honestly, I don't remember who the doggies are. I do know that one of them, I think it might be that one. Actually, they might both belong to his sister. But they're technically not his, but they're his extended pet family. They belong, and they love him, and he loves them as though they were his. As you can see, this is very much Kenny's pet, even though it's not Kenny's pet. Look at that, Kenny's pet, even though it's not Kenny's pet. Come on. We know. So I'm glad that Kenny even included some pets that weren't technically his pets, because extended pet family absolutely counts. Darlene knows what is up. And let's see here. Bacolity, you think you spy a procrastination chicken in the background of Kenny's photos? Is that what that is? Hold on. All right. So see, and here we go, you guys. The chatter is beginning to scatter. Boom. Is that chicken in the background? Is that a procrastination chicken, Bacolity? And if it is, what the flying fork is a procrastination chicken? Why is it so hard for me to say? And exactly, Lady Misty, they're Hanai cats, or dogs in this case. And Andre, sometimes you choose the cat, and sometimes the cat chooses you. And other time the cat invites friends. Yeah, and I've had all of those things happen. In fact, in my pet parade, we will see several of the cats that have chosen me, and etc., etc. But I'm still waiting on this procrastination chicken. I really, really want to know what a procrastination chicken is. If anybody can tell me that, I'll start again. And let's see. So you think a few saw your Phoebe on Facebook? I saw it and I thought about stealing it, but I didn't want to steal anybody's pets without their permission. Which is, I think, what we all should. I think that's a rule we should all live by. Don't steal anyone's pets without their permission. Oh, Bacolity, it's just a foul symbol of being slow to get around and what needs to get done. Got it. And, okay then, so let's continue on with Kenny's slideshow, which we've already seen, but that's okay, because there's Hobbs again, and everybody loves an orange kitty. And if that's not Lady from Lady and the Tramp, I don't know who that kitty is, that doggy is. Looks like, Lady from Lady and the Trap to me. And I have your permission to steal? Okay. Awesome, then it's not stealing, it's just borrowing or something. Oh, I have something in my hair. Oh, well, we'll deal with that later. All right, so, yes, it is. I guess it's a Cocker Spaniel. I think, isn't that what Lady was in the Tramp? The Tramp wasn't a Cocker Spaniel, obviously. Tramp was a little ruffian. He was probably a mixed breed dog. Best kind of dog there is, mixed breed. Okay, so, all right, what do we got? We got Andre's pets. We did that. We got. Ooh. You guys, not only do we have pet pictures here, we also have people pictures, and we have amazing backyard pictures. We're all a little bit familiar with the tropical paradise that has been created in Arizona by Mama Sean, and now we get to look at it along with her wonderful little guys and girls and things. So let's see here. I think there might be... Hold on. Yes. Okay. So, okay, you asked for pictures, Mama Sean says. The Say Cheese pick, only one left from that crew is Chorizo, the white Chiweenie. From left to right, and by the way, I'm not looking at the pictures right now, so I can't tell you, but I'm just reading what's written. From left to right, Valentine, Max, Gretchen, William, and Chorizo. Only one missing is Rudy. Looks like Max, just bigger. He was not even getting near the water, and yes, I was standing in the pool with cheese for them to get that picture. Hank is the standard wire-haired dachshund, and Charlotte is the mini black and tan in the pic where they are together. This is the only dogs in, say, the last 10 years. The Say Cheese group, except for Chorizo and Zazu, are no longer with us, but the other 2 cats, although in their teens, and the 4 other dogs are still ruling the day for us. Mouse and Chorizo are both 14. Hank is 4. Charlotte is 1. So, yeah, we've got quite the set of follows here. Yes, indeedy. Alrighty, Andre, you're about to leave work and go home. Super stoked you got to spend time and with us. Thank you so much for coming in just in time for the pet parade. And I know, isn't the lineup of Picola Tea hilariously cute? It is. And honestly, the kitty in the, I'm assuming the hamper? The lineup, though, it's like the usual suspects. And this guy, I want to boop his snoot so bad. And then the little kitty, and then the other little kitty, little vampire. And I love the collage. Oh my goodness, look at the collage. Oh, I gotta boop that snoot too. And then this one, the Christmas tree gang. And then these 2, they're up to no good. We know that, right? And then look at that backyard. Look at that backyard. And what a gorgeous kitty. I want to pet him, but this is my favorite. Oh, it's the garbage can. That's not a laundry bin. It's the garbage can. That's even better. Oh my God, you guys. It's even better. Oh, stupid. These pets are stupid cute. That's right. And, okay, so Terry in Scotland, self-worth and procrastination can be a chicken or egg situation. We feel bad about ourselves because we always do things at the last minute. But then if we feel we aren't any good at things, it can be one of the reasons we put things off, as we don't yet want to face feeling pathetic. That makes sense. That makes sense. And, Darlene, yes, you are partial to the doxies. You've got several in your menagerie, which we will see coming up. And how did he get the name Chorizo? Yeah, good question. Maybe he didn't really look like a chorizo because he's kind of pale for a chorizo. But maybe he just loves the chorizos. I know the matching red coats were so flippin' cute. So flippin' cute. And that's the garbage in your studio, says Mama Sean. Well, he looked like he was ruling that little roost. All right, so that is Mama Sean. Yes, Mama Sean. Check Messenger. You sent pics from your phone. Facebook Messenger, maybe? Ooh, yeah, looks like it. All right, cool. Whoa, that's not right. Okay, here we go. Okay, cool. I'll get those in later on. Thank you, Rick, for being there with the boop-a-doops, the Sword of No Mercies. And oh my God, Darlene, are you serious? You made matching red coats. You made Packer shirts, or you love the matching red coats. You made Packer shirts for your doxies, and they wore them during the Packers game. Oh, dude, I wish that I had known you were going to say that, which obviously, how would you know you were going to say that? One of the dogs that I fostered, her name's Darla, or was Darla. She has since passed. The guy who fostered her, he would dress her up every day. She had more coats and dresses and sweaters than I have. And one of the things, he was a Seahawks fan. And so every Seahawks game, he would dress her up as a Seahawks cheerleader. It was a little pink tutu, but it was Seahawks jersey or whatever. Oh my god, it was so flippin' cute and just stupid and cute. But that's just stupid cute. And chorizo is Spanish sausage and she's a Chiweenie. Oh, right, of course, thus a Mexican sausage dog. Very logical when you point it out like that. Of course, of course, of course. Of course that's how she got that name. That's beautiful. Okay, now, you guys, it's the moment we've all been waiting for, I think. I really do think it's the moment we've all been waiting for. Do you guys want to know what Kylo looks like? Because I did not picture Kylo looking like this. I don't know what I thought Kylo would look like, but I did not expect this guy. Look at little Kylo being all like, well, I got no ball. What? What did you say to me? Oh, and these are the pishies. These are the pishies. Little fishy fish. Little fishy fish. That, and then, oh, look at me being cute with big ears. I have all the, oh, handsome profile. Much handsome. Much snoozles. Snoozle. Now I'm all ready for fall. Now I'm all ready for everything. I got little chew toy right here. Now I'm doing a lewd. Now I'm not taking a ball. I don't care what you think you see. Now I'm looking at you, looking at me. Now there's fishies. And welcome to my brain. Wow, I can't believe I just sang that out loud. Yeah, and so I do think that is a flippin' handsome profile, though. But I love the snoozles. And yeah, he looks like he might chase squirrels. It looks like he might chase squirrels rather successfully. Oh, Kylo doing a lewd. I love this picture too. It looks like you don't see any ball. There is no ball in my mouth. I know, Thomas the Turtle, by the way, hello. Look at those ears. Look at those wonderful ears. Yeah, he can hear what's going on 8 blocks away, dude. There is probably no sneaking up on that guy unless he's in a strong snoozle. But yeah, he definitely, oh my god, Puzzy, he bounces the ball by himself? What a smart fellow. Very, very cute fellow. Oh my goodness. So, alright, there we go. That is Kylo, everybody. So, we've got a couple more parades to go through here. And, let's see here. And I tried to keep my parade limited, but, well, I tried to keep my parade limited. It's a little long, but there's a reason. Anyway, so let's see here. Now we've got Lady Misty, and Lady Misty's got all of these pretty birds: Kahuna Tiki, Henrietta, and that's Zoe. And you'll find out that that's Zoe too. And now do I know that's Zoe? Because that says it's Zoe. And that's Zoe. Oh, so early in the morning, Mom. And that's Kahuna saying, hey, how's it? And then there's all the girls, and there's little boys, and there's the Zoes, looking all cute. So we got little birds, we got little doggies, and I love this one. I know there's a lot of Zoe in bed sleeping, but it's so cute when they're sleeping, and I love when she looks like she's just waking up. That one's cute too, but that one's very handsome, even though it's a girl. This one! Mom, it's too early. I need another 5 minutes. I love that one. And Darlene, you had a parakeet, a white one you named Popcorn. Cute. And Pussycat, I'm not surprised that he kicks the ball when he wants you to play, but being able to bounce that ball, that is amazing. And yeah, Zoe's ears are pretty perky too. Abso-flippin-lutely. Absolutely. She probably knows what's going on for 7 blocks. Yep, exactly. Oh, I want to boop that snoot. Alright, so let's see here. Alright, now we've got Rick and Darlene. Boop. And these are the Doxies. I think that one is Ginger, maybe. I'm not sure. We'll have to consult with the people the people that know. But I love that little profile right by the little statue. And Pinnell, your Nana's parakeet, could talk. Oh no, I don't know if I'd want a bird that could talk because I don't want to know what words I accidentally taught it. What could it say? Because mine would swear. It just would. I'm sure it would. And Rick, you had a blue parakeet a long time ago named Vida Blue. Why, how'd that, I mean, I understand how the blue part, but what's Vida or Vita? What's Vida or Vita? Okay, so Pretzel is in the blue sweater, and then that's Pepper and Murphy. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say the black and tan is Pepper. And then, I guess that might be Murphy, and then that's Pretzel. And I gotta say, Pretzel is like, oh my god, the reddest, beautiful. Just look at that little red guy right there. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, there we have it, you guys. So, okay, so before we get into my extra long parade of pets, because I have a lot of them. And, by the way, these are only the pets that have lived at me in this house. Not all the pets in my life. Just the one that's lived in this house. But before we get into that, I do want to get into... Oh, Vida Blue after the Major League Baseball left-handed picture. Never saw it. Picola T, not of your pets, only of the food. Only of, this... and of this. So we can always have second entries to the pet parade. Or if you, pardon me, if you've got them accessible and ready to send, you can send them. Sorry, I think I hear something behind my fridge, and that's never a good thing. Hey, Luke Perry, 123455, how you doing? How's it? Welcome to Chatter with Statter. I'm Mad Statter. You're now part of the Statterbox crew. We right now are going through pictures of pets that people have sent. So if you don't like aminals and you don't like to look at little cute fuzzy feets and froggies and birdies, then you probably don't want to be here. But if you like dogs and cats and pets, then you're totally in the right place right now for the right moment. and let's see here. Picola T, what I was about to try to say before I interrupted myself. If you want to send me a picture of your pets, you can, because Marmac just sent me some pictures. So while we're taking our Lono listening break, I'm going to be downloading more pictures and then putting them up so we can see them on the stream after the Lono listening break. So if you want to send them again, you totally can. And if you want to do it later, we can look at your pets on a different pet parade. In fact, they could have their own pet parade on Sunday. So there you have it. And so anyway, as I said when I was hoping for pet pictures for all y'all, pets, past, present, and future. And how is it that you can have a future pet? Good question. And how it is you can have a future pet is you can support things. You can support things like Pet Finder, and you can support things like Wings of Rescue. Maybe not support things like Pet Finder, but you can use things like Pet Finder. Because Pet Finder is a national resource that helps hook up all of the animal foster care agencies, adoption agencies, and I want to say perhaps even the municipalities for dogs in shelter, dogs and cats and other animals in shelters that currently need a home. And so Pet Finder is a great way to, and yes, it does cost money to get your pet on Pet Finder, but you're not buying an animal from a breeder. You are contributing to the rescue organizations when you're adopting through Pet Finder. Pet Finder might get a cut of it if you adopt via the site. I don't know about that, but I know that as someone who used to work for Left Behind Canine Rescue, that is where I used to foster my dogs. All three of these dogs on the side, these are dogs that I fostered. Two of whom I fostered and then later gave away. And the one on the bottom with the white face and the tongue hanging out, that one was Kelly. And Kelly ended up staying with me. Kelly was a disabled dog that nobody wanted at the shelter, and nobody wanted to adopt her at the adoption events. And Kelly bonded with me. And the one time that we found a home for Kelly, every single day, even though she could barely walk, it was painful and difficult for her to walk. Her front legs were deformed and folded in on themselves. So even though it was very difficult for her to walk, she would leave the condo every day and walk up the parking lot to the parking space that I parked in when I dropped her off at her future home. When the pet owner called me and told me that, it became clear to both of us that Kelly had chosen me as her human, not the human that chose her. So Kelly became my permanent. But the one in the middle, little black guy with the red face, he was Pippin. I had him for a couple weeks. And the one on top, that is the infamous Darla. Darla, aka Snarla. She is the one who dresses up in the Seahawks uniform, or used to. And all of these dogs were adopted out, except for Kelly, of course, through Left Behind Canine. That is the foster group that I worked with several years ago. And Left Behind Canine, they utilize a group called Wings of Rescue. Wings of Rescue, that's their logo at the very top up there, the orange and blue. The Pet Finder logo is the purple and below. Wings of Rescue, in case you're not familiar with what they are, is a group of pilots who, on their own time, with their own planes and their own money to fuel up the planes, they fly animals from shelters that are overcrowded to foster organizations who have room all over the country. So my pets, every single one of them, Darla, Pippin, and Kelly, all came from Oakland, California. The Oakland, California shelter was so full and has been so full for so long that they utilize a partnership with Wings of Rescue. And Wings of Rescue, like I said, flies all over the country. When there's, say, a hurricane in Louisiana and all of the shelters are filled up, all of the dogs that were there before the hurricane, they get flown out by Wings of Rescue, because then the shelter will then be empty for the dogs that are rescued and straight up by that hurricane. Wings of Rescue basically takes animals that are going to be euthanized because there's not room for them, their time has run out, and brings them to a whole new place where their clock starts again. Basically gets them off death row. So if you are not familiar with Wings of Rescue, now you are. And it is another cog in the animal rescue pipeline, or machinery, I guess. And they are definitely a worthy, in my opinion, a worthy group supporting animal rescue. And so like I said, I worked with Left Behind Canine for a couple years. These were mine at some point, and so now you guys get to see it. There we go. Here we go. Hold on. Yep. So, here is Dusty in a box. That's Mr. Leo in a box. That's Mr. Leo on the porch. That's Mr. Leo. He's in his Sphinx pose. That's little girl kitty. There's Pippin, but he's been activated. There's Pippin again. And then this is the start of it all. The orange kitty is whiskey. The black kitty is Guinness. And then the girl kitty in the middle is olive oil, aka little girl kitty. And they were the first set of 3 kitties that came to me, or that lived with me at this house. And those were the 3 that then started to accept random silver tabbies into our circle. And so, let's see here. And there's Mr. Whiskey, my little orange boy, who I cannot ever have another orange kitty because of. And there's Darla, little Wagger Taylor. And there's little girl Kitty Kitty again. Like I said, some of these are repeats, and that's Leo. And there's Kelly, and you can maybe, whoops. All right, now here, here is my backyard in its overgrown state. And do you see the middle cat? That's Leo. That's Leo. And then over on the far, far left, you might see what looks like a black and white cat hidden in the grass. You can see kind of a white face with it's actually a tabby body. And that's a neighbor cat. His name's Jimmy. And Jimmy's a bully kitty. Jimmy's a dick, actually. But Jimmy loves my yard, and my cats tolerate him, so he hangs out in my yard. And then the black kitty, I don't know if that's Ashes or if that's Dusty. I can't answer that question. It's one of them. I'm going to say that it's probably Dusty. And then, of course, there's Ashes and Dusty, the twins. The twins. And there they are again, being twins. Now, these are my puppers at work. And these are my puppers at work when they were puppers. The one with the fluffy ears is Abby. The one with the short hair is Callie. They're Rottweiler boxer mixes. And there's Ashes in a box. And that's Big Poppy. I don't know if you guys ever heard me talk about Big Poppy, but that's Big Poppy. And I wish that Big Poppy was still with us, but if he was, Leo probably wouldn't be here. Big Poppy adopted me. Now this is Olive Oil. This is after Whiskey and Guinness died, and it was just Olive Oil. And then I was like, I need another aminal. So I got Kelly. And so Olive Oil and Kelly one day were lounging in the grass, and they became a cat dog. And so I loved this picture of my cat dog. And let's see here. And then this one right here, this is Cinders. Cinders is a cat that adopted me and lived underneath my shed. And I let him live there, and he was fine. But then one day, he started looking really raggedy, and I felt bad for him, but I didn't know how to take care of him because I already had like 3 cats. So I just took him to the shelter and said, this cat's been living under my shed, and because that was true. And he looks like he's sick and he needs help. As it turns out, he just had ear mites. He just had like spider mites in his ears or ear mites or whatever. It wasn't that, but whatever. He had scabs all over his face. You know, it was like he just was not looking good. But as it turns out, it was just ear mites. It was just ear mites. So that was good. But either way, they found him a good home. Cinders was what his name was. And then let's see what else we got. Oh, and then now we're back to the beginning. We've got Ashes in a box, Leo in a box, Leo stretched out, and then this is my favorite. So whenever I say that Leo is sitting politely waiting for his food to be served, this is the stance that Leo comes in. I come into my house some days and none of the cats are in the house except for Leo, sitting by the back door just looking at me, waiting for me. And it's so flippin' cute. Oh my god. Yeah, so, and for those of you who don't know, Leo isn't technically my kitty. Now, I am Leo's human. That is true. But he's not my kitty. He's a stray. He comes and goes when he pleases. He sent me to the hospital twice. But I still love him. And then there's the little picture of Kelly and Darla sleeping. And then, of course, there's Darla again being Darla. And just everybody's so cute. Hey, Gil Soto. And there's Leo snoozing in my cupboard. And there's Kelly looking so cute. All right, you guys. So that is the menagerie that has gone through these gates. And so it looks like Pussycat and Pecola Tea and Marmac have all sent over more pictures. So while we do this Lono listening break, I'm going to attempt to get them all loaded. I might not get to them all. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But right now, we're 5 minutes late for our Lono listening break, and we need one because I got work to do. So let's listen to some Lono.
Mr. Moon. darkness of the night, and it sees all our fears. Give each one through time, they never disappear. While we sleep and run in our dreams, and the light that keeps calling me, Mr. Moon, shine your light on this beach. Mr. Moon, shine your light on this beach. Yeah, while we sleep and run in our dreams, and the light that keeps calling me, Mr. Moon, shine your light on this beach. Yeah, Mr. Moon, shine your light on this beach. Yeah, Mr. Moon, shine your light on this beach. Come on, Mr. Moon, shine your light on this beach. Yeah, Mr. Moon, shine your light on this beach. Moon, shine your light on this beach.
All right, hold on, you guys. Oh, shoot. All right. I've got one little thing to do. We're almost ready for the continued pet parade. I just need to get almost everything done. Hold on. Here we go. One more little thing. And then, alrighty. Okay. Gotta do this. Whew, boy, howdy. Almost did it in time. Couple seconds longer, it would have worked. Alright, sorry about that, you guys. I was talking to you, but you probably couldn't hear me because it was just on Lono's face. Alright, I had to do extra stuff, and I was trying to be quick about it, but I didn't do it fast enough. Puzzy, Kylo wants a break and to go outside. Well, that's okay, Puzzy, you can go do that because I think we're going to be showing Kylo pictures. Oh, you could hear me? Okay, cool. I'm going to be showing Kylo pictures, I think, first, and we don't want Kylo to do whatever. Oh, my sound was live? Oh, good. Okay, so, alright, here we go. We've got more pets. Now, I'm going to have to, well, anyway, here we go. Let's just do the pets. Boop. Alright, as we know, it's Kylo, but this is not Kylo. This is Pecola T's kitties, and I don't know which one is which, but look at how cute they are. That one loves to be on its back, and that one loves to be on its front. And that one also loves to be facing front, but that one loves to be on its back. And all of these cuties belong to Pecola T, especially that little fluffer belly. And of course, gotta find the laundries. Laundries is the best places to go snoozling. Snoozling. So, and then I don't know how brave that little thing is, but there's Kylo bouncing his ball. And then there's Kylo in his winter outfit, because it's chilly. And there's Kylo looking out the window, and there's Kylo chewing a bone. And there's Kylo looking out the window even more, doing a heckin' good pro-tech. I'm doing a heckin' pro-tech, Dad. And then, oh, wait, but why didn't the... I'm very confused. Marmac, I totally thought I saved your pictures to this. I don't know where Marmac's pictures went. So, okay. Okay, so Lady is the Tabby, Lily is the Tortie. And we rescued them 14 years ago. They've traveled cross country with us from Maryland to California to Nevada and now in the islands. Wow, they are some well-traveled kitties. And he sees a squirrel while he's looking out the window. Aha, of course. Marmac, now I'm taking it personal. Where the flying fork did your pictures go? I swear I saved them to this reel. I thought. All right. We're going to get Marmac's picture of Phoebe. Couple pictures of Phoebe on the stream if it's the last thing I do. It might be the last thing I do, but hey, whatever. And Lady Misty, your last cat was a black Bombay with 3 legs named Murphy. We called her Murfles. Oh, Murfles, that's a great name. I love that name. Because, you know, the thing is everybody's got kitty names that are actually their kitty names, but a lot of times you don't really call them by their kitty name. For instance, Whiskey and Guinness, we did call them that, but Guinness also sort of sometimes looked like a black snake. And so we called him Serpenticus, because like a serpent, and then we made him sound like he was Greek or Roman or something, so he was Serpenticus. And then, Whiskey, because he was orange, he became Tangerine Pete, because he had a green collar for a while, so he was a tangerine. So he was bright orange with a green collar, so he was Tangerine Pete. I don't know. It's just how they work. And Pearl T, your kitties were so chubby when you adopted them. Once they moved to California, they got beach bodies. Yes, exactly. Black hat moment or black cat moment. You got it. And yes, I love the green-eyed kitties too. It's so pretty. And let's see here. You know, it's funny actually. I love how cats are able. I wish I was able to do this. I've noticed that in cats during the winter they get all like chonky. And then during the summer, they just like, whoo, beach body. Leo, I have a picture. I was looking through the pictures, and I didn't show this one, but I have this one picture of Leo where he's just a little fat sausage boy. But now you look at Leo, if I saw him today, you'd just be like, oh, Leo, you're looking a little scrawny. I mean, he's not. He's got his summer body on. I wish I could just do that. Have my little winter warmth during the winter, and then in the summer, just like, oh, look, it disappeared. Look, it's just, all the fat disappeared. The fat doesn't disappear. It doesn't disappear. I mean, it does, but it's not just like that. Okay, so, let's see here. Why is it that I'm unable to get those other pictures? So, how about this? Wait. Where are they? Okay, so they're on my system, but they're not what? Oh, that's what the problem is. Oh, it didn't save as the right kind of thing? What's a GIF? JFIF? Oh, it doesn't matter what it is. Oh, man. Alright, so... guys. This is really annoying. Okay. Now I have to do something else. And let's see here, all furified. No, Rick, it's not a GIF, it's not the GIF, it's not the graphics format file, it's JFIF. JFIF is what I was like, what? But I just changed it to JPEG, so, uh-oh. Oh my god, what the hell? Okay, well, there's definitely more videos. Excuse me. There's definitely more pictures of this cat. But, apparently getting them onto my system is, you know, way too difficult. So we're only gonna get this one picture, alright? Alright? And this is the picture of Phoebe. Phoebe is all fluffy and looking all sassy. I love her little white whiskers on her black. Very good accoutrement. Let's see here. Yep, sang to your pets, talk to them, yep, of course, yeah. Yeah, I know, Pussycat, sorry about the black screen, it just, you know, it happened. And no, Marmek, it's not you, don't worry, it's just a weird, I didn't notice how it was saving, basically. And Gil Soto coming in, a JFIF file is a bitmap graphic that uses JPEG compression. It is saved using a variation of the common JPEG file format. Okay, cool, Gil Soto, and that kind of maybe would explain why I was like, no, don't save it as that, just save it as a JPEG. And it was like, okay, I can do that for you, as opposed to error. So, oh no. Rick, you always got your doxies howling just because you could. Not so sure I would have appreciated such shenanigans if I were in the homestead with you. But, you know, that's okay. And Picola T, when I sing to the cats, I consider it payback for yelling at me each morning to wake me up and feed them. Fair enough, yes. And Terry in Scotland, your cat Sooty was the color of black coffee. You could see the dark brown on him in sunlight. He was a long-haired Scottish barn cat. He's a big cat. Most neighborhood cats would back off on seeing him. Nice, yeah. Guinness was like that. Guinness was a very strange cat. He didn't look that big, but when you looked at him square on, he had really broad shoulders, and he kind of stood like a bulldog. Like a lot of cats, you know, they stand daintily, you know, with their Guinness stood like a bulldog, basically, and he definitely ruled the roost. In fact, whiskey and Guinness and olive oil all lived with me when I lived with a woman in the house. Before I bought this house, I had a roommate, and I lived at her house. She had a cat named Brutus. Brutus was a silver tabby, and Brutus was tiny, and he was a wimp. And Brutus one night was out in the front yard, and it was after dark, and I was in the front yard too. And Brutus was, and we lived on a neighborhood with a lot of feral cat colonies. And so he was all acting tough, little Brutus was, in front of some of the neighborhood cats. And 2 or 3 of the neighborhood cats started coming out of the woodwork and surrounding him. And I could tell, like, oh, he is gonna get in a kerfuffle, and I think he is gonna get his little Kitty Okole just handed to him, because those fools don't play, and he don't know how to fight. I'd seen him play fight with his brothers. He just didn't know, right? He was useless. So just as I was about to be worried for him, Guinness, my black cat, steps out of the shadows and sits right in front of Brutus and just looks at the other cats And the other cat seriously just stopped, and you could tell the look crossed all of their faces. Oh, he's with you. I guess we got to leave him alone. And so they just left. And exactly, both say, meet my big brother. Yeah. And the lovely thing that I loved about Guinness, and I've never seen any other cat do this, but I loved his way. Guinness was very territorial and very assertive, but he honestly, I don't think, ever got in a fight. What he would do whenever he wanted a cat to leave the yard, he would walk up to where the cat was and sit down right in front of the cat, like in his face. Because cats don't like it, cats like a personal bubble. And he knew that he was breaking that personal cat bubble. He was a cat. He knew the rules of a cat, and he was breaking them knowingly. He would just sit there and stare at the cat in their face like 2 inches away. And he would just sit there. And he would just sit there. And eventually the other cat would be like, oh, okay, fine, I'll back up. So the other cat would back up like 3 feet, and Guinness would go forward 3 feet and sit there. And sit there until the cat would back up 3 feet. I watched my cat back a cat up 3 foot by 3 foot increments up the fence into the other yard. Didn't raise a fist, didn't howl, didn't hiss, didn't arch his back, didn't get big, didn't do nothing. Just walked up and sat there. And at that point, I was just like, I have the baddest ass cat in the flippin' flirpin' world, dude. Yeah, it was a thing of beauty to watch. I gotta say, it's a thing of beauty that I watched there, and so there you go, you guys. That I guess concludes our parade of pets, and so I'm sorry that I didn't get to all of Phoebe's pictures, Marmac. I will remedy that. And Darlene, oh yeah, you bet he could have taught them a thing or two if he had to. Yes, actually, and it's funny you should say that, because so when I was living with the other woman, her name was Mary. When I was living with Mary, I got Guinness and Whiskey first, and then she got Brutus. And then after Brutus was about a year old, then Olive Oil found me, actually. Well, in the time that that Brutus was, 6 months to maybe a year and a half, Guinness and Whiskey would play fight with him and try to teach him how to fight, because Guinness and Whiskey, they weren't brothers, but they were born 4 days apart at a house that both of their moms, their pregnant kitty moms, lived with this woman whose 2 girl kitties got pregnant at the same time. And so they were born 4 days apart, nursed off of each other's brothers, or off of each other's mothers. As far as they were concerned, they were brothers, even though technically they weren't, but they were. Anyway, and chances are they probably shared the same dad, given the, Anyway, Guinness and Whiskey were perfectly matched, would fight. They were good fighters because they would fight. When Brutus came into the fold, they tried to teach him how to fight. And eventually I could see he was such a wimp, and he would just go running away screaming, Mom, they're touching me and hurting me, that Guinness and Whiskey just got rid of, they were tired of it. They didn't even want to play with him anymore. They were just like, you little bitch, basically. They were just like, you're useless. So then Olive Oil, the girl kitty, she comes into town, and when she got a little bit bigger, she started to try and rough and tumble, and eventually Guinness was like, that girl has got it in her. Come here, little one. Let me show you how it's done. And so he would rough and tuffle and and fight with her. Oh man, she loved it. She could hold her own. And so Guinness absolutely could teach a thing or two. Absolutely. And oh, eMusic, you have a turtle. Well, eMusic, if you want to send a picture of your turtle, because I didn't get a picture of Cindy Krause's tortoise. If you want to send a picture of your turtle, we can have a Tiny Pet Parade Take 2, looking at some Phoebe pics, etc., etc. So, anybody who didn't get to take part in this pet parade, pets are always welcome here at Chatter with Statter. So remember, madstatter@gmail.com. That's where you can shoot me those. Yep, that's right. That's where you can shoot me those pictures. And Marmac, you had a big gray kitty you referred to as Surfer Dude. Hold on. So mellow, but no other critter of any kind would enter our yard until weeks after his passing. Oh, that's yep. I had another kitty who was a stray cat who adopted me. I don't have any pictures of him. His name was Puff, and for some reason, whiskey and Guinness and olive oil had no problem with Puff. Puff acted as an extra layer of security to keep unwanted cats out. Puff, I don't know if Puff just saw which cats my cats didn't like and he would go after them, or perhaps Puff also just didn't like those cats either, and so, we both hate that dude, so, let's chill. But Puff, when I think it was 2012, when I was out of town at a roller derby tournament, Puff came into my house. Puff had come into my house on several times. And Puff eventually would let me pet him, and he would growl. He would drool, purr, and growl when I pet him. He just didn't really know how to feel about that. But I do know that he felt safe in my house because when it was time for him to cross the Rainbow Bridge, it's really gross, actually, but at the same time I feel sort of touched. He chose to crawl under my bed for his final sleep. Now, that sucked because I was out of town for 4 days in the summer when he did that. So when I got home, I was like, what is going on with my house? And why does it stink so bad? And I eventually figured out why, and I cried a whole bunch. But at the same time, I was very touched that he chose my house to pass on. And runts of the litter actually, runts of the litter definitely have a way of growing into be, the ones who were to be feared. And it might be because they have something to prove. I don't know if I have a junk folder. I'm looking at, what's the junk folder in? Oh, spam. Maybe it's in spam? No. Oh, wait, what? All mail. eMusic, I don't see any email from you. And Lady Missy, I did see the 2 more pics of Zoe, so we can add those later, because we've already seen the stupid look on my face when I'm adding them during the stream. But let's see here. eMusic, did you send them to Matt Statter, or did you send them via a different method? No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. So, God, maybe try it again. And, Pukuliti, how about a sip show sometimes? Pics of our favorite coffee mugs or teacups, I suppose beer glasses too, and why they're our favorites. I don't really have a favorite mug, but I know that lots of people do. So sure, let's think on that. That might work. And then you sent it to Gmail. What day did you send it on Gmail? I've had a lot of email come in the last few days in Gmail, but I thought I've been on top of it. I've actually been trying to be on top of it. The one time I'm trying to be on top of it. Jeez Louise. And Marmac, the first critters in the yard after Mellow Kitty was gone, 3 raccoons. They were tapping on the metal door, closing off the kitty's access to inside your house. Oh no. I wonder if... Wait, so it was a cat door? I wonder if the raccoons had been using the cat door unbeknownst to you. Because I definitely have had raccoons use my cat door on more than one occasion. I have woken up in the middle of the night and I could hear something eating the cat food. And I know that it's not my cats, because even though I don't necessarily know what my cats sound like when they're eating, I know when it's not my cats at the bowl eating. And so I snuck out into the kitchen and I found a family of raccoons. I don't know, Marmac, if they knew where the food was and just went in and out for the food, they'd just be in and out. Because like I said, the family of raccoons that was in my house, they were just eating the cat food, and they were eating it very quickly, so quickly in fact that they were shoving it with their hands into their mouth, or what, their claws, their paws, whatever you want, their hands. And while they were eating it so fast, I could hear them doing this. It was hysterical. I had to laugh. As soon as they noticed me, they hightailed it out of there. But they were literally snorting. And yeah, Pussycat, you should definitely get Kylo a doggy door. I mean, I know that doggy doors are a little bit more risky than cat doors because they're big enough for people's. But at the same time, I don't really necessarily think that Kylo is going to let a people's come through his door. That's just me. I'm projecting perhaps, but he looks like a dog who's just like, my house, not yours. You're not on the list. You're just not. I don't care who you know. I don't see you on the list. There's nothing I can do. I can bite you, but if you're not on the list, I can't let you in. So that's your choices. Be bitten or get out of here. And you have raccoons and possums too. Well, I really don't think that Kylo's gonna let the raccoon or the possum. Once again, the raccoon, nope, not on the list. Possum. Is that under a different name? Oh, possum. Nope, still not on the list. There are actually radio collar control doggy and cat doors, only open when your dog collar approaches. Not only that, actually, they're not only, dudes, some of these electronic dog doors are even fancier than just that. Say you've got 3 dogs, right? And one of them isn't allowed out, but the other ones are. You can actually get the collar, like, you set this one to no go outside, and these ones are okay to go outside. And so the door recognizes that, like, no, I can't, I'm not going to open for that dog. But, oh, this dog, oh yeah, I'll open for this dog. And you can even set it to some collar, like, you can only let them out, but not let them in. Or you can only let them in, and then once they're in, they can't go back out. Kind of thing. Like, they get really fancy, those doors. I myself just have a flap. And let's see here. Someone had a gator in their yard? Oh, go through the doggy door? It was on the news yesterday, 9-footer. Okay, I don't give no crap about no possum or raccoon, but you have just convinced me that in Florida, you should not have a doggy door. Okay, I'm okay with that, Puzzy. I don't think Kylo needs a doggy door. I mean, I know that I said I thought he needed one like 30 seconds ago, but you have now convinced me that I don't think he needs one. I don't. All right, Katie Zora, good to see you. I'm so glad you are here, and thank you. I think you resubbed, or no, you got a gift sub. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy the emotes. And Terry in Scotland, Sooty would only bite folks that he liked. Dogs with bad intentions got a sliced nose. He was lightning fast. Yeah, honestly, Terry, it's quite funny that people... First off, it's funny that people just automatically assume that dogs and cats don't get along, because they do. I mean, they can. But I also think it's funny that people think that the dog is somehow going to hurt the cat. Now, I do understand that a pack of dogs, more than one dog, etc., can definitely do damage to a cat. But as a general rule, if there is an escape route and the cat is able-bodied, ain't no dog doing no cat harm. Cats, on the other hand, can definitely do harm to a dog. Big harm. Most cat and dog relationships I've ever seen, the cat is the one that rules the roost, and the dog is the one that's afraid of the cat. So, I just feel like some people just like, you've never had multiple animals at the same time, have you? Oh, but he's been running around the backyard the last couple minutes. Awesome. And, okay, right, Mama Sean, we have a dog door into an enclosed kennel, so nothing can eat the dogs if they want out and you aren't at home. Right, no, that's super awesome. I remember when we used to go out on vacation, we would take our dog to the little pampered pooch getaway, and, in the kennel that he had a heated floor with piped-in music, and there was a carpeted area, and there was a not carpeted area, and then there was an outdoor kennel that was covered, and then an outdoor run space that was uncovered that he all had access to at his leisure. And yeah, those are that's super swank when you can do that with your yards. And exactly, Gina, cats can, yes, I've seen a cat on the interwebs, you see lots of things, and I've seen a cat scare off a brown bear before. Abso-flippin'-lutely. Yeah, cats are definitely punching above their weight class when it comes to, well, I mean, they've just, And Pinnell, your family border collie tried to herd the cats. So fun to watch. I feel like that should be a competition of sorts. I mean, because the saying, it's like herding cats, which is impossible. And border collies are very smart. I think, now I'm sure it'd be very difficult to get cats that would be okay with this competition, but wouldn't it flippin' be awesome if there's a competition of like, all right, let's see how good that border collie really is. Go round up them 10 cats and get them in the corral. That would be right hysterical. Oh, I wish that you, I'm sure that this happened long before everybody had a camera in their back pocket, but oh my god, I really wish that you had a camera in your back pocket, because that sounds like video footage that would go viral. And let's see here. Darlene, coyotes can clear a 6-foot fence, and we have bobcats, so yeah, I don't want anything to happen to them. Oh yeah, coyotes definitely can jump over a 6-foot fence, as, of course, can the bobcat. They warn them off without throwing a punch and only actually attack when warnings fail. Oh, I don't know I don't know if you're talking about cats or not, but in theory, that's what they do. But no, I've seen a cat just outright go up and bully a dog on more than one occasion, and I really felt bad for that dog. But it was Brutus, actually. Brutus, the little wimp that I was complaining about earlier. He was a bully. He hated dogs, and we had this one dog that would come visit our house every once in a while. It was a friend's dog. The dog would be asleep under the chair, not bothering anybody, and Brutus would just come up and just bap, 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 and suddenly the dog's waking up crying, and there's blood everywhere, and Brutus is all, and it's like, what a little, I mean, my cats really had him pegged. What a little Bithka. He just was a little, coming at the dog, he's asleep. That's not fair. That's not a fair fight at all. Little Bithka. Yeah, he was a little punk. Exactly. I mean, you're right. For the most part, you're totally right. Cats generally, it's like just like rattlesnakes. Rattlesnakes don't want to bite you. They'll warn you before they bite you. But if you're gonna keep treading, yeah. But no, Brutus was not. He's a little bit different. Yeah. All right, so Pussycat must be busy watching his dog Kylo because it is the 2-minute warning. And so we better wrap things up. And wrapping things up includes, my wife says Kylo's a Belgian Malinois. They're Belgian things. And he's a smaller German Shepherd and is used by law enforcement canine units. Yeah, those Belgian dogs, he definitely looks like he's, if not, I don't know what I always thought the purebred had longer hair and had tan on them, but his ears, yeah, he's built like one of them there con dogs for sure. And so I'm not surprised that he's super smart and perhaps, a little, ready to go get kind of dog. Because he looks like one of those dogs that's ready to go get. And exactly, Kylo is adorable. And let's see here. The cat that was in the garbage thinks she is a dog. Oh, that is so cute. Very protective. I can't say that my little girl kitty Olive Oil thought that she was a dog, but I can say that she loved to play fetch. I would throw a little piece of tinfoil, paper ball, whatever, throw it. She would bring it back to me, drop it at my feet. I'd throw it again. She'd go get it, bring it back to me, drop it at my feet. I don't know why or how she got taught to play fetch. She didn't get taught to play fetch because I got her when she was like super young. She came to me in the middle of the night. Apparently she was like 6 months old, but she only weighed 3 pounds. She was covered in fleas and ticks. She was so malnourished, her like whiskers were breaking off, and it was like 29 degrees out that night. And suddenly I heard this kitty. It was after midnight, and I heard this kitty just squawking. And so I picked her up and took her home, and she became mine. Yeah, she got my attention. And let's see here, Lady Misty, I had to rehome our gray cat Pablo because he tried to kill our tripod Murphy. This is back before 2019. Pablo stayed with a war vet for a few years. Then after he died, Pablo was rehomed again. Oh, harsh, Pablo. But yeah, no, you can't go after the tripod. That's not cool, man. Nobody teach you manners, apparently. No, can't do that, man. All right, so it is now 6:30, which means we're probably going to go a little bit late because that's what we do here. We don't have a schedule. Pippin played fetch too and soccer with small balls. Oh, the little, I love it when cats do that. He would throw them up with his mouth and then bat them down with his paws. See, yeah, he also was a sportster. He was a little sporty kitty. And you got Kylo from the shelter. Even better. And Lady Misty, after Murphy died, we had no more cats. Yeah, I thought that I was going to do that after Olive Oil died, but that didn't happen. Actually, no, I thought Olive Oil was going to be my last one. But then my barista was just like, my cat had kittens. All of them are black. Would you like two? And it's like, yes, I would love two. And that's where Ashes and Dusty came from. And no kill shelters where you got them from. That's cool. Although as unpopular as this is, I really do encourage you guys to adopt from kill shelters. When you surrender an animal, obviously you don't want to surrender to a kill shelter. But when it comes to adopting, a kill shelter is one of the first places you probably should look. Because as in the label we're laying on it, those animals are slated to be killed. Whereas no kill shelters, it sucks that they're in the shelter. Yes, it does. But they're not going to die. Now granted, I will admit the local shelters that are the kill shelters, and by the way, they're only kill shelters because there's not enough room. It's not like these shelters got into business trying to let's go kill animals, man. Hey Duro, good to see you. It's just that there's not enough room, and if they don't have a contact with, say, Wings of Rescue to carry them and get them to some other place, they have to, they have to make room for the other dogs and cats that are coming in. So just remember, everybody looks at kill shelters with a stigma. Rightfully so. I'm guilty of it myself. And obviously, when you're surrendering an animal, that's the last place you want to surrender it to. But when you're looking for an animal, it's not a bad place to start. And even though they are not at all sponsoring this show, remember, a place like Pet Finder, while not necessarily hooked in with the municipal shelters that are most likely to kill animals, Pet Finder is a resource you can use to find animals that are being fostered or that are in shelters, and there's no need to actually pay a breeder to get a dog from the breeder or the pet shop or a pet store or any, there's really no reason to pay for a puppy from its mom because there's still plenty puppies out there. Also just remember, Wings of Shelter, super important part of the animal rescue scene, and if you would like to support them, Wings of Shelter is what their site is called. And cool, you got all 3 dogs from shelters, 3 to be exact. Yes, exactly. Let's see here. Picola T, thanks for today's animal chat. Let's see here. Our cats were returned by original adopters, then lived in a kennel almost a year before we rescued them. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I first off, I didn't finish my thought. I'm not saying that the municipal shelters, the kill shelter, like, I'm not saying get your animal from there, because sometimes those animals literally are filled with, like, as in the case of the Oakland Animal Rescue, that shelter is literally filled with pit bull mixes and chihuahua mixes. Pit bull mixes and chihuahua mixes. Pit bull mixes and chihuahua mixes. If you're not looking for a pitty or a chihuahua, then you're out of luck. Your chances are you're not going to find the dog for you. And so I'm not, when I say take a look at the kill shelters first, I'm not saying limit your search to them, because they are limited sometimes in their stock, for lack of a better term, and that's a horrible thing to refer to the animals as, but there we go. Yeah, so I meant to did say that. All right, so let's see here. Wait, Terry in Scotland, your wife and I were friends with Chino, world champion Frisbee dog. He was half lamb and half bull terrier. He would go to parties carrying a Frisbee so he could perform for pizza. Oh, well, no wonder he was a champion. He got paid in pizza. Not pizza bones, actual pizza. And Pussycat, right, see, we were searching for a shepherd for months before finding him. Right, exactly. So if you were, let's say, I know you're not, but let's just say you lived in Oakland, and you went to the Oakland shelter, dude, you're not going to find it. I don't want a Chihuahua. I don't want a pit bull. That's not a shepherd, dude. Yeah, so, right, exactly. Pinnell, oh, I'm so glad you and Darlene and everyone had a little fun pet parade thing. I don't even know what inspired. I didn't come to this idea myself. Somebody in the chat sparked this idea in me, and so whoever it was, I wish I could remember. Thank you for sparking this idea, because this is just a little fun. I love all the aminals. And let's see here. Zoe came from a family. Her dad's name was Scrappy, and her mom was Bailey. She had a sister in the litter named Chloe. Chloe and Zoe. That's so cute. And awesome, Pussycat. I'm glad that you liked that. And Gina, I don't know, Pippin, that was your little fetcher ball player. I know that you had a picture on Facebook, and I was thinking about stealing it, but I decided not to steal pets. But I do have a couple more pictures that have come through that we'll be showing on Sunday. So if you want Pippin to be in the parade, we've got a second parade coming through. And let's see here. I just want them all when I go to the shelter. I feel so bad for all of them. I maybe did. You're right, Gina. I might have gotten the idea when I saw Pippin, now that I think about it. Okay, you don't have to send it. That's cool. And let's see here. Give Leo some love for you. I sure will. Awesome. So, whoa, dude, that dog performed for 80,000 people at halftime. Nice. And Pinnell, okay, cool. I can steal your Facebook pics. Oh, goody. I love it when I can steal aminals. And I say that not the way it sounds. All right, so animals and food apparently get us talking over the limit. Animals, 8 minutes over the limit. We're going to shut up now, except for no, we're not, because I'm going to remind you, tomorrow is Thursday, 6 p.m. Thursday. We're going to watch a couple episodes of Reservation Dogs, maybe even all 3 episodes that we've got left in season 1. 6 p.m. West Coast time, Twitch only. The last 3 episodes of season 1 of Reservation Dogs we will watch tomorrow. Whew! All right, and then we'll see each other on Saturday for a movie. And that's all I'm going to tell you about that, because that's about all I know off the top of my head. All right, so 8 minutes still too long. All right, you guys, see each other tomorrow, hopefully. Have a great rest of the week. And maybe if we don't see tomorrow, we'll see you on Saturday for a movie. All right, take care, y'all. Have a good one.